Welcome back, everyone. Continuing with the intro news app we created in the last few videos, let's dive deeper into some of the app customization options Shoutem provides. Out of the box, Shoutem comes with a set of pre-built styles and templates. However, if you want full control over the way your app looks, Shoutem also comes with an extensive set of options for customization. First, let's look at modifying the nav bar. By default, the navigation layout is set to display as a tab bar at the bottom of the screen. Maybe instead, we want to use a navigation drawer on the left side. We can do so by simply selecting the drawer layout option under Choose Navigation. As you can see, we also have an option for card list, icon grid, list, etc. We also have options to modify the starting screen, which will display when a user opens your app. By default, it's set to the first screen. We can modify this by selecting a different screen within the dropdown. So let's change this to the About screen. Under that, we have an option related to how we display each screen in the nav bar. By default, each item is displayed with the name of the screen and an icon. If we prefer, we can change this option to show only the name or only the icon. For this example, let's just leave it as showing the text, which is the name, and the icon. Now, if we want to modify the icons displayed with each screen, we can click on the Icons tab at the top. From here, you can see each icon assigned to each screen. To change a screen's icon, simply click on the icon and then choose a new one. So let's set this one to this basket, and let's set our About page to this thumbs up. You might have noticed, but there's a tab for My Icons as well if you would like to upload your own image to set as the icon. Now, let's go ahead and preview our change. By doing so, by clicking on the play button in the In-Builder Preview tool on the right-hand side. It'll just take a few moments for our app to load. And as you can tell, our starting screen is now our About page, our About screen. And then our navigation has changed to this drawer option on the left-hand side, which we can open by clicking on the menu icon. And you can see our icons have been updated as well to what we have set on the icon screen. The last tab, Navigation Bar, allows us to set a custom background image to display in the top nav bar portion of the navigation. There are two images required, one for a device with a notch and one for a device without a notch. So for this example, I'm going to upload a simple test image that I've created here, just a simple gradient background, to set in the top section of the nav bar. The settings below this will also allow us to adjust how the background image is displayed and where it is displayed. So by default, it's set to show on all screens, or you can set it to show only on the first navigation screen. And then you can also choose whether to show in the original size or whether to fill background. Let's go ahead and choose fill background. And then you can choose whether or not to show the navigation title, meaning the screen name, or whether to not show that navigation title. Let's go ahead and say show always. And then for this example, let's go ahead and set the home screen or the starting screen back to news, which is the first screen. And then let's go ahead and restart our preview tool because this is a larger change. And then we should see our new navigation bar image. So we see our new red gradient image, and then we see the navigation title, which is the screen name. And then it should be across all of the screens. Now, if we look at the About screen, it is not on the About screen. And if that ever happens, it's usually due to a layout option with a specific screen. So let's click on the About page. Let's go to Layout, and you can see it's got a custom layout, which is not going to show that navbar section. So let's go ahead and change this to large photo with solid navbar. And let's restart our preview tool. And then now if we go to the About page, once this loads, we should see our background image and our top navbar section. So let's click on our menu. And now you can see on the About screen, we see this top section, which was not there before. So that about wraps it up for the main navigation layout options. If you would like to see some further styling options, you can always click on the main navigation and then click on this little style menu icon here, which will then drop you directly into the navigation settings within the style menu. From here, you can change some of the colors and fonts and some of the spacing that is used in the navigation. We'll jump further into this and more of the overall styling options in the next video to come, so stay tuned.